Hi Libra, welcome to your reading for this following 2 weeks. Today we'll be picking up messages for you with the tarot cards and see what's gonna come through. Whether it is over your general energy or love life, let's stay open to receive whatever falls here in the table and take only what resonates with you, Libra. If you feel that there's something that is not aligning, then just leave it to the universe and yes, take those parts that you feel they're meaningful to you. All right? If it's the first time you're here, welcome, Libra. I'm the Sacred Owl, and if you're back from one more reading, thanks so much. It's amazing to have you here. So before we start, Libra, I want to invite you to leave a like and maybe a hype in this video, because with that you're supporting this channel, you're supporting these readings as well. And with that, I know that you're liking, you want to see more readings, and I will be putting my energy, love, and intention in creating more for you. So if you want to exchange this positive energy, this would make me deeply grateful. But that's it, Libra. Let's start your reading. I'm kind of curious to see what is going to be the energy, because we are in the end of May, beginning of June. So this is a transition, between the energy of Taurus to the energy of Gemini. And I want to see where your energy falls in the middle of this. So let's ask for clarification, illumination for Libra collective. What do they need to hear in this moment of transition? I have the beginning of the Gypsy Society. Libra, this was a leading card on your last reading, and I remember perfectly. Interesting that this card is returning. You saw that it took me a while to shuffle the deck, right? And it's interesting because I didn't even thought about it. I was just like going through, and boom, this energy returns. This energy returns. Why is that? Let's understand. If you are on my last reading, you know this card was here. And if you haven't yet, you're more than invited when we finish this one to watch. All right, if you feel drawn to, okay? Libra, I will be here somewhere in my library. I have Gypsy, the young Gypsy. It's so funny because I feel that there is a card here in the middle of this, but it's not. I have the Seven Paths, and I have the Fox. You can't choose. You can choose. There's something blocking you. Could be a person too. Okay, Libra, I see a woman here. Does not really mean that's a woman. You could be a woman. You could be that woman. You could be this woman, okay? If you are a woman, I feel this energy, but it could also be a sister, friend, could be a mother. If you're a man, could be a girlfriend, could be also a sister, mother, but I feel it's something like a feminine energy blocking a choice you gotta make. That's why this energy is returning, because you're supposed to be, and this energy here already. Okay, let's take other cards, okay, Libra. Libra, I'm gonna tell you something very straightforward. I'm gonna give you an option. I'm gonna give you a way out of this reading right now, because Libra, this is not going to be an easy reading. This is for the strong Libras. Because I'm feeling the energy already. I'm picking up an energy here, which I find it very important to transmit this to you also, this feeling I'm having, because this is also part of my readings. It's like almost like a volcano that is ready to explode, but there is like this cover of lava blocking it out. So you might be feeling this way. this following weeks, or you're already feeling this way, like there's something that you really wants to come out inside of you, or you want to come out of a situation, and you feel like this energy building. And you can see the top kind of like, it's like a lava cake. I'm putting this in a beautiful, delicious way. Okay, so we can make it less hard, because as I said, Libra, if you feel like you can't take it, the explosion, leave the reading now. I should not be telling you this because I'm still growing my Libra followers, but I rather to choose truth, honesty over like a fake message. My readings are real, so I'm not going to lie to you. There's something boiling, you know. Let's understand why. There's someone or something blocking you. The snake. I need more cards to support. I think I know what we're talking about. Ooh. What I'm feeling here, for some of you, we're talking about the relationship. Not for everybody. I have a second message for those that are not in a relationship, because I'm also picking up a different energy. But if you are in a relationship, you could be in a relationship with someone a little bit younger than you, or someone you feel really emotionally attached to. It could even be that you are, if that's the case, that there is a little bit of, I'm not feeling an emotional dependency, but an attachment, okay? I want to make this very clear. It's like a deep attachment, but something is not sustainable anymore, okay, Libra? And that's blocking you to let it go. This attachment is blocking you to let it go if this is a relationship situation. If it's not, one more card. It could be that you are attached to a place that you live, to a person that lives in this place. It could be, say, family, mother, friend, something like this. Okay, and that's making it a little bit harder for you to make a decision. But for some of you, and go in your own way, because this is what you need right now. I'm going to be very honest with you, Libra. We need more cards. We need more readings. So I'm going to keep pushing this energy because there is more coming, okay? So bear with me. Let's clarify. Please be more specific of this situation. For Libra, please, collective. And let me know, Libra, how this reading is already resonating here in the comments, okay? Share with me. Oof, it's intense energy. I feel your deep desire to move forward. I can feel it on my bones. And the interesting about this reading is that I'm feeling things and then the cards are confirming. Okay, it's intuitive. This reading is completely intuitive. The cards are only helping with the confirmation. But there's still something lacking here. Tower. What are we talking about? I want specific answers, please. Clarify that young gypsy. Clarify the blockage, the snake, the pigeon. It feels to me, Libra, that you are on your comfort zone and it's time to get out of it. Okay, you know it's gonna hurt and you're avoiding it because of that. I understand. Here it is. Tower and the humble pigeon. You know the size of the storm is coming. Whether it's a separation, whether it's you moving from the city you are. I'm out picking, I don't know why I'm picking up on this energy. You needing to move, even sometimes you even staying within your city. Could be like a new job, could be like a new apartment. You're moving from a neighborhood, but you're so attached to wherever you are at. Could be habits as well. You know you need to change. You know you need to move forward, that you deserve more, and you're so attached to the old, and you're avoiding because it's going to hurt so bad, Libra. I told a lot of cards came. And I'm going to accept, Libra. I'm going to accept because look at this. I have the Mask of Spell, which supports this energy. So that's why I'm accepting. And I have the Wheel of Fortune upside down, and the Trip. Look, Libra, pay attention to what I'm going to tell you right now. All right? This, you're not able to move because you are thinking too much. This is the blockage. You're thinking too much about, because this is how it's going to be. You're letting whatever is on your body is a somatic. If you don't know what is somatic, you can search online, okay? It's a somatic matter. Your body is starting to storage the fear, is starting to storage the anticipation, it's starting to storage the detachment, because you are thinking so much, in your mind is projecting that it's almost like a little triangle. It's happening, you feel in your heart, it goes here, and it stays on your body, because it's coming from your mind, and one thing is feeding the other, the fear, the mind, the body, and you have become a bubble of that energy. And there is a beautiful future where you feel free, where you feel free from the relationship you are, free from the attachments you have to the place, to the negative energy you might have on your work, okay? I'm not getting a clarification specifically over situations, but I'm receiving the message of your energetic condition in this moment. And I see the Wheel of Fortune upside down, which is something, Libra, I have never seen in one reading. I've been reading for a while already, okay, but here on YouTube for a year and a half, more or less, and I've never had a Wheel of Fortune upside down, which really tells me that you are like, my mom, she is Brazilian, and she says, she has an expression in Portuguese that she says, o burro empacou, which is the donkey is stuck, and it doesn't go to the front, to the back, to the side, to nothing. It stays there, carrying whatever weight, whatever weight it has, on its back. And that's a very difficult place to be. Let's try to solve. Let's see what the cards tell us about how can you get unstuck. How can you get unstuck? So I want to congratulate you, Libra, because I gave you a way out of this reading and you stayed. So congrats. You're the strong Libra. If you're still here at 12 minutes and 58, 9, you're powerful. You can get unstuck, because a lot of people probably already run away from this reading of how strong. It's crazy. The cards are falling on the floor. And I'm picking up because they are falling, because this is the energy. Oh my God. Okay, I have the beginning of the Gypsy Society, and I have the Gypsy Society. What does that mean? This card represents a collective building, major manifestation. Could be material-wise, so which means that you're working to have a family, you're working and building, but also not just for yourself, but for a collective. That's why it can also relate to work. Could be financial expansion, could be professional expansion, could relate to you. Also, expanding a business you have could relate to you expanding personally as well, growing, being more mature, and building up something long term. Okay, and this card is already, and also upside down, coming together with our leading energy of the beginning of the Gypsy Society. I will explain, okay? Bear with me. Manifestation card, 3 of Life. Confirmation. Libra, I'm going to have a pep talk here with you. Friends talk. Really, like, I would tell you something I would tell a very good friend. It's time for you to think a little bit about yourself, not what the others want for you. not what the other person that is in a relationship wants for you, not what your family expects from you. It's time for you to really close your eyes and think about, like, what do I want for myself, relationship wise, professionally wise, life wise, life goal wise, personal growth wise. It feels to me that when you are carrying others into the equation, others' expectations of how you should lead, okay? For some of you, you have a family, you have a relationship, you have a job, la la la, blah blah blah. But it's heavy on you, and you're always, when you're thinking how to move forward with life, relationship, professionally, you taking these things into consideration. It's a little bit of time for you to ignore those things. And I think that it really feels like, but Sacred, how is it possible? It's not real. It could just be a projection. I'm not telling you to do this, to take an action. It's a moment of you to sit down with yourself and have that real time talk to see, to be honest with yourself and see, where do I see myself? Where do I see myself happy? This card is claiming this energy, asking you to claim that energy of happiness, of manifestation, of transformation, to seed the right seeds so you can have your tree blooming whatever fruits you choose. Okay? There's no point into preparing the earth. There is no point into preparing a crop, okay? Putting a hand in a bunch of like bags of seeds that you don't know what it is and throwing them together. They will eat each other. You don't know what you're gonna have there to eat. You don't know what kind of garden you're building. And sometimes you're doing just because you gotta do, and it's just not the way it is. Life is asking you, please sit down with yourself, be honest. Okay, stop carrying others' weights over your shoulders. And sometimes you can say, Secretary, it's so crazy, like the message is a little bit like, but I know that this is what you need to hear, and you know too. You know too, Libra. Final advice for Libra or future outcome. This was intense, one of my most intense Libra readings. For my survivors of this reading. Oh yeah, Libra, what's going on? You're strong, you're smart. The healer. I'm gonna only pull this card. This card is very powerful. I feel that you are in a place right now, Libra, that you feel like you don't see the end of the tunnel. You don't see the start of the tunnel. You are really in the middle of the thing. But the cards, spirits are asking you to one thing: have faith, trust. Have faith. Have faith. I'm going to leave you with this simple, deep advice, because this is what this card represents. And there's one more thing that I came up several times throughout your reading and my intuition, and I feel it's very important to say to some of you. Do you like to garden? And I know it sounds very weird when I say that. Do you like to garden? Why am I saying this, Libra? Because I've heard throughout your reading, you need to work with the earth, work seeding, maybe building a garden. And this could be because you have a calling towards that direction. Botanics, gardening, could be fruit gardening, flower gardening. I'm hearing something like work with the earth. Is something could even be on your path for some of you. And if not, it could be a very therapeutical activity that will help you to heal and understand the process of growth of things. And as funny as it sounds, me bringing you, do you like gardening? It's really true to a message that I'm receiving, to the message on this card as well. And I know in my heart that some of you have even the calling. And if you have the calling, have been feeling like to work with this area, also share with me, because it would be very nice to hear, like, if this somehow makes sense for some of you. Libra, powerful reading, intense energy. If you find that this message was meaningful for you, leave a like, a hype, and subscribe to join your next reading. And yeah, to unfold this process energetically, and I'm opening a call for personal readings soon. It's not open yet, but if you feel interested, the link will be down below. All right, Libra, this is not something that's open yet. I don't open it all the time, but if you feel that at some point you would like to be notified, here it is, an invitation. Full moon reading coming this Saturday. Woo-hoo. We have a beautiful full moon, a blue moon, and I'm going to be doing a reading for all of you, the collective. So if you feel connected to the energy of full moon, you are more than invited, okay? Libra, you can do this. See you soon. Bye-bye.